Alright guys, welcome back. We're still in Glenumbra, and we finished the Delve quest here. Patroller Versian. We informed her about the Red Rook bandits in the Lisan Tower, and now she wants us to talk to the captain. Farlivere. Captain Farlivere. Hello.
I'm a little busy. Red Rook bandits are holding hostages at a house down the lane.
Sounds like you need a plan.
I always have a plan. These Red Rooks make use of trained wolves to guard their camp. Increases their confidence, I suppose. It also makes them careless. That's where my plan comes in.
What are you suggesting?
I need someone who can get in quietly, grab some wolf's woe, and take it to the hostages. With that plant, the hostages can walk out without attracting the attention of the wolves. The hostages are locked in a house, so you also need to find a key.
I'll get the wolf's woe and the key.
We can help once you get those nobles out. My guards are itching to hunt down those brigands. Just be careful, and good luck.
Anything else you can tell me?
The wolf's woe grows all around here, so it should be easy to acquire. As for the key, grab a Red Rook uniform and look around. The disguise should fool the bandits, but watch out for the wolves. Otherwise, shake a few bandits until a key falls out.
Alright. I can disguise myself again. But I do see a lore book here. Okay, let's see. Ah, stupid trap. So, when crushed, this plant releases an odor that wolves and other scent-sensitive creatures dislike and actively avoid. Okay. Well, there is a book here, and there's two walls here. I don't think I need a disguise, I can just kill them. Schemes of the Reach Mage. I guess the Reach Mage is Angof? By Gabriel Bennell, Wizard. As the official Mages Guild representative to the Lion Guard's efforts to stop the Reach Mage, known only as Angof the Gravesinger, I have decided to record my findings and speculations in case anything untoward happens to me while I am out in the field. Who knew that the work of the Mages Guild would be so dangerous or so exciting anyway? This is accurate, up to date as of the time that I write this. Anything that turns out to be proven false or revealed at a later date, I'll have to deal with a later volume. Unless I can devise a spell automatically updates my writing. No, I need to focus on one thing at a time. Angof has a number of associates helping him to complete his plans. I think he calls them minions. Let's review the ones I suspect to be working with this vile necromancer. Faulchu, who seems to be associated with were creatures and has launched an assault on Camblon. Appears to me to be following the orders of a more powerful individual. I believe that the individual to be Angof, but I have no proof of this connection yet. The Bloodthorn cult obviously has ties to Angof. Whether he leads the cult or is simply a member, I haven't yet determined, but I'm positive that the two are connected. The cultists scour the land for relics and items of power, and they seem to count a large number of necromancers as part of their order. I wouldn't be surprised if they had ties to some Daedric prince or other, Molag Bal if I had to hazard a guess. Daedra too appear to be arrows in Angof's quiver. He casts them out into the world as a farmer throws seeds into the wind. I'm sure there are more Angof's minions hiding in plain sight, but anything else I put forth at this point would be beyond pure speculation. Instead, let me turn to what I have discovered about the Reach Mage himself. First, he seems to be poisoning the land in some way. The vile vines that grow wherever he has passed demonstrate how his foul magic pollutes the countryside. His very name, Gravesinger, speaks to his fascination and fluency with death magic. or necromancy. Death and decay are his domains, and he seeks power over life and death. His followers consider him a strong and persuasive leader. Many of them would literally die to please them. Such devotion is unhealthy, and I find it more than a little scary that someone could have such an effect on people. Angov seeks to cause as much chaos and mayhem as possible. Beyond that, I'm not sure of his ultimate motives. Has he come to Glenumbra to conquer us or to destroy us? And in the end, does that distinction even matter? All I know is we have to find a way to stop him. We have to. Well, I'll have to pick this up again at a later date. Now I have to head out and meet up with the Land Guard at their redoubt near Kat Betrol. Let's see if I can apply the knowledge that I've gathered to the task at hand. Okay, so if we go to Kat Betrol, I think we can talk to Gabrielle Benel. She has been documenting the events happening in Glenumbra zone, and this book is written by her, this lore book. One more wolf's wool, I need one more. Red Rook keyring. A single key adorns this plain, slightly tarnished room. Find the hostages. Sure. Yeah, no long estate.
Used again, dear.
Lady Aloy Nalom and Lord Arcady Nalom. Melina Edier. Hello?
They
Malena?
broke my husband's arm and tied him up. Lady Noellame even lost her family heirloom. This is awful.
Yeah, it looks awful. Lady
Oh, thank
Melanie.
goodness you've come. The bandits tossed us down here. They threatened to kill us.
I'll be all right. I stepped in front of Lord Noellame to protect him. The Red Rooks didn't appreciate my loyalty.
Noalome. Okay, that is how you pronounce it. Okay.
Are you a guard? Have you come to...
No, I'm not a god.
Another bandit in my house? Have at thee, I say! How was that, my dear? Did I sound fearsome?
I'm here to rescue you. This wolf's wool will allow your family to avoid the wolves and get away.
What a daring rescue! This is quite exciting. Look, everyone, we have wolf's woe. This will be an adventure.
Very
Those
funny.
ruffians came by boat. Ingenious, really. Slip in from the water, strike caravans on the road, then sail away. But the guards showed up and the bandits set traps on my estate. Clear those traps, or it'll be too dangerous for us to leave.
I'll clear a path, you slip away.
I know. Take my hunting horn. It's upstairs. Then clear the traps and create a diversion. Set something on fire. That should keep the Red Rooks too busy to notice us.
On the horn
Sound
to...
the horn to signal us that it's safe.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'll untie the others.
I'll wait here and listen for the horn.
A moment,
I'll have
friend.
you free in no time, my love.
Oh. You're getting freed by your husband?
Thank you, my sweet.
Yeah, you have a quest as well for me.
Please excuse my husband. He gets so enthusiastic.
Are you injured?
No, thank Mara. The only thing I regret losing is my jewelry box. It's a family heirloom. The rest we can replace. I'm just thankful we're alive.
Oh, where's the jewelry box?
The bandit leader, an orc named Tharkul, he took it. The box only opens if you're a member of the family. I told him, but he didn't care. If you retrieve it, I can arrange a reward.
I'll find your jewelry box.
Once you acquire my lockbox, please hold on to it until we're safely away from those dastardly bandits. And do be careful. I'd hate to think that someone got hurt trying to help me.
You said that only members of your family can open the lockbox.
Yes, my ancestor had the box made to protect her valuables while she was at sea. The box was tied to her blood so that only her or her descendants could open it. It's been passed down from mother to daughter ever since.
What's inside the lockbox?
Why, jewelry, of course. Specifically, it contains the Noella May signet rings and the rings of the families that have joined with us through marriage. We carefully organize and store the rings in the box. Many of these rings go back generations.
Good.
We'll wait for your signal and then make our way.
I guess I need to find the lockbox and find the hunting horn. Okay.
Oh, thank goodness you've come. The bandits...
Hope they will free you. Lady and Lord are not doing anything. Love.
Burn it!
Hunting horn case. Hunting horn. This horn has the name Noalome engraved on it. Ghosts of Glenumbra. Ghosts of Glenumbra. Glenumbra is notorious for being haunted. It is important to explain what I mean by haunted. Not every undead is a haunt. Only ghosts can cause a haunting. Ghosts are the spirits of people who were once alive as you or I. When they died, they refused to leave. If at any point you experience the dark effects of necromancy, know that this is not a haunting and should be reported to the proper authorities. Everyone in Glenumbra has a tale to tell you. Tale to tell about a spook, spectre, or haunt. You need to only ask. Without a doubt, the most haunted place in Glenumbra are the moors northwest of Altcroft. As everyone knows, this was the site of the Battle of Glenumbra Moors in the First Era. This great battle saw the near simultaneous destruction of both the Elysian Order and the Direni Elves on one field of battle. Such a tragedy suffuses this place with spectral energy, wandering the moors. Many travelers report hearing the sounds of conflict in the distance. The second most haunted place in Glenumbra is related to the first Cathbert Row, and the burial mounds surrounding it began as a mass grave for the fallen soldiers of the Battle of Glenumbra Moors. It is advised that you do not stray into the cemetery during times of heavy fog. Ghostly lights and moans have been reported there. While some considered the woodlands of Dania to be haunted, this is actually a misconception. Many spirits of nature, including the famed guardians, inhabit the vale and the forest. These are not ghosts, for they were never people. These creatures were born as spirits and should be treated with the respect they deserve. Harkening from Glenumbra's past of feudal division, the countryside is dotted with ruins and castles, each of which you could probably find someone to tell you a spooky story about. In particular, the ruins of Belborn Rock and Dresden Keep have many a local legend surrounding them. Yeah, Belborn Rock we already explored. Glenumbra Moors, Dresden Keep we didn't explore yet. Of all the haunted sites in Glenumbra, I would give strongest caution against a trip to the village of Westry. Westry suffered some form of terrible magical event that has left it infested with the undead. It's not safe, nor would I suggest anyone go ghost hunting there. Okay, alright. To disarm the traps for the family. Luke's journal. This is a journal by a bandit. For a while I thought that my decision to join the Red Rooks was the smartest thing I would ever done. What farm girl hasn't dreamed of a life of adventure? And we started out with a cause and a purpose. Turmoil throughout the land had left our livelihood shattered and our families in desperate straits. My family couldn't even afford to feed me, let alone care for my 6 brothers and sisters, so I left home with nothing but the clothes on my back and a rusty old sword that had belonged to my mother, and I went looking for the Red Rooks. Oh, I had heard rumors about the Red Rooks, simple trappers and farmers just like me who had enough of the high-end mighty nobles making life impossible for the common folk of the land. They had banded together to steal from the rich and give it to the poor. At least that's what the rumors told me. I couldn't wait to join them, to live a life of action and purpose. It wasn't hard to hook up with a band of red rooks, and they welcomed me into their fold well enough. They gave me a uniform, and I felt a mix of pride and embarrassment as I put it on. I guess the Red Rook leaders want us to look like an army, but I couldn't help wondering if it was such a good idea to advertise our presence in such a bold and obvious manner. But who was I to second guess those who were older and far more experienced than I? Things were going fine for a while, although it seemed like we were robbing whoever was available and keeping whatever we earned for ourselves. Still, I was a valued member of the group, and I had started to develop some strong friendships, especially with Kala and Morin. We were becoming inseparable. Just when things were really looking good, I started to suspect that there was something more ominous at play, that a bunch of farmers trying to be noble bandits. Yeah, because they are dabbling in necromancy and everything. My suspicions were confirmed when I saw leaders meeting with those bloodthorn maniacs. Yeah, bloodthorn maniacs are the necromancers, and the Red Rook bandits formed an alliance, I guess. I hope we aren't really considering an alliance with the cultists. That's not what I signed on for. I want to have a little fun and earn some gold. I certainly don't want to see Glenumbra destroyed and covered in corrupted vegetation. Now I don't know what to do. Maybe I should talk to Kala and Morin. They'll know what we should do. Alright, burn the archery thing. Burn Red Rook archery platform. There you go. I burned it. Alright. Disabled. This one is disabled as well by the other player. Go and disable this one at least. To burn the boat from where they're coming. They're coming from the boat downhill here. Look, longboat burned. We need to get the heirloom and destroy a couple of more traps. Okay, sounded the horn, so the other refugees could come out. Okay. Not refugees, the trapped people. Torko's chest of valuables. Let's wait for Torko because I think one player just killed it, so we'll see. We'll kill Torko and see if there's any unique dialogue or something. So if you crouch, the traps lit up. So this is the way of dealing with traps in here. So Can you spawn already so I can get the stuff from you? I'll go and turn back the quest, and then I'll do the. Then I'll get the heirloom.
From the sides!
Yeah, we're back.
That was so exciting. A real rescue with adventure and disguises and everything. You're my hero.
Once you acquire my lockbox,
Yeah, I'll get you a lot box. Wait.
Arm's not broken, just sprained. I'll be all right. I can thank you enough for helping us get out of there.
What a fantastic plan, I must say.
Yeah.
I can't believe we made it. I'm so glad to be out from under those bandits.
Gaston.
Damn bandits. The roads have never been this bad. If the Daggerfall Guard hadn't arrived when they did, I'd probably be dead right now.
Captain
I
Farliver.
assumed that horn was a signal when I saw the nobles run out. Good thinking.
It looks like the nobles got out safely.
Well done. With the nobles safe, my guards can storm the camp without worry. We won't have any trouble rounding up the rest of these Red Rook thieves. Here, compliments of the Daggerfall Watch.
Captain Farliver awarded this medium armor for rescuing the noble hostages from the Red Rook bandits. Thank you. Let's see if this orc is spawned to kill this orc. Yep, there he is. You can interrupt this type of mechanics when the enemies are channeling something like this. Interrupt it again. I stunned him. Good night, bro. Take the logbox. The small ivory-colored box is filigrated with gold. It doesn't seem to really have a latch or keyhole. I didn't read it. Yeah, let's return to the lady. There she is.
oh dear, you shouldn't have risked your life on my behalf.
Is this your logbox?
Oh my, I didn't think I'd see this again, and it's still sealed. This means the world to me. There are so many good memories in this box. Your kindness is appreciated, and here's the reward I promised you.
Lady Aloa awarded this pendant for recovering her logbox from Red Rook bandits. Okay. Thank you.
Risking danger just to recover trinkets for me? Our family will always remember them.
Yeah, we did the Red Rook camp. We fixed the villagers. You saved the Noelama family. I forgot how to pronounce it already. From the Red Rooks. Okay. Now we can go to Altcroft, where we're supposed to go. Alright, so we need to talk to Chamberlain Weller.
I smell it on you, but I know how to fill that void.
So this is Altcroft. Chamberlain Weller.
What is it? I'm afraid we've got a bit of an emergency at the moment.
I'm searching for a hunter named Gloria Foster.
I don't know anyone who goes by that name, I'm afraid. Our Duke was kidnapped. Perhaps she was taken along with him. I certainly wouldn't put it past those bloodthorn bastards. We have a bit of a situation with Duke Sebastian of Camlorn. Perhaps you'd be willing to help extract the Duke from a rather precarious situation.
What happened?
Our bumbling town watch allowed the Duke to get kidnapped. That's what happened. Please, you look like you can handle yourself. Surely someone with your talents can help us.
Who kidnapped the Duke?
The damn bloodthorn cult. With Camlorn in chaos and the Duke out of action, who knows what the cult intends? At least the Lion Guard finally arrived. Speak to Lieutenant Harim if you want to help. Last I heard, he was near the lighthouse.
I'll talk to Lieutenant Harim, sure.
Lieutenant Harim was scouting near the lighthouse. Maybe he's figured out where the Bloodthorns are holding the Duke by now.
Tell me about Duke Sebastian.
Why, His Grace is the Duke of Camlorn. What else is there to say? He loves his people and they love him. He was driven out of Camlorn by Falchu and his werewolves. Now he reigns in exile from Aldcroft. Well, at least he did before the kidnapping.
You really have no idea what the Bloodthorn cult intends?
I could guess. With most of our force besieging Camlorn, we're stretched thin, and frankly, the local watch isn't much use. With the Duke gone, the enemy can take Aldcroft. Then they hit our troops at Camlorn from the rear, but I'm just guessing.
Tell me about Falchu.
Falchu's a terrible brute. He leads the werewolves that invaded Camlorn and forced the rightful rulers to flee for their lives.
Let's see. Duke in exile. Let's see. There's another quest here as well.
You know, it's good not to be the weirdest thing in town for a change.
Did you hear that someone purged the corruption from the weird tree?
Yeah, that was me. Watchman Haggard.
Just because the Lion Guard is set up in town, that doesn't mean the town watch can slack off. We won't relinquish our duties to a bunch of fancy-pants soldiers. Not on my watch.
Okay. There is a lore book here. The Great Harbingers of the Companions. Oh, it's from Skyrim, right? Oh, that's a huge book. But we'll read it anyways. We're not a... We love lore, right? Whoever is watching these videos love lore and they like to know more about lore. They are not bored when I read. But you can always skip the reading portions if you're bored by it. The history is recorded by Sweek, the long-sighted of the Circle of Jorvaskr in the Second Era. While I am not gifted with the sharp gift of words, I've learned the stories of the companions before me and set to record them that they might not be lost when I am. Hereafter is the list of notable harbingers of the companions, those who led us through the darkness to glories in Sovngarde. Notes on the harbinger: the companions have never had a true leader since Ysgramor. None have been mighty enough to quarrel the great hearts that beat within Jorvaskr, while others like mages and thieves need the blessings of their hierarchy to know how to dress. We companions are capable of leading our own destinies to glory. The harbinger advises, resolves disputes, and helps to clarify when questions arise of the nature of honor. In the thousands of years the companions have held at Jorvaskr, there have been harbingers both terrible and brilliant, those known for their arm, those for their hearts, and those for their minds. Here are listed some of the most gloried harbingers who inspire song and deed. Ysgramor, the first harbinger, the first man, the bringer of words, and the one who first bound the companions to honor in that far-off land of long ago. Better people have written of him, so I will not attempt to meet their words. Jeek of the River, captain of the Jorvaskr during the return, discoverer of the Skyforge, founder of Whiterun, and keeper of the original oath of the companions. Now lost to time while other crews sought glory in conquest, he was the first to settle and serve as a protector for the less war-gifted in the land as they came behind. Mrifwil the Withdrawn. Several hundred years after the death of Isgramor, the companions we know now were soldiers for hire. Little better than mercenaries, our services could be purchased for the fighting of wars, but the commitment to individual honor meant that often shield brothers would be forced to face each other on the field of battle. The bonds of honor which bind the companions threatened to break until Mrifwil, in his wisdom, decreed that we would no longer be party to any war or political conflict of any kind because of his steady hand. The companions today are known as impartial arbiters of honor. In addition to their glories on the field of battle, Sirok the Lofty, the first harbinger to not be of ancestral Atmoran blood. This was around the time that the Nords began to think of themselves as such, and there were great disputes about purity and legacy of Ishgramor. Sirok first came to Jorvaskar as a servant, but the Red Guard quickly proved his mettle when treated disrespectfully by one of the less honor-bound warriors of the time. Granted the stature of an honorary companion after saving the life of Harbinger Tilward the Unmentioned, he became known as the most capable of shield brothers in the hall, with speed and cunning surpassing any of the old Atmoran stock. His time as Harbinger was short-lived, but it is said that his field knowledge and blade work continues to pass to every new companion throughout their training. Henantir, the Outsider, the first elven Harbinger. Like Sirach before him, he was initially subject to ridicule when arriving at Jorvaskar, for this was the time near the closing of the First Era when elves were not permitted to be full companions and few were even allowed to see the inside of the hall. Enantir was humble in the daylight hours, performing any task asked of him at might. He trained fiercely in the outside yard, allowing himself only minutes of sleep before resuming his servant duties the next day. So he toiled through several harbingers, never resting, never complaining, and always keeping his mind and body sharp. Given his long life, he came to be trusted by the new companions as the one who helped them learn the ways of honor. When one such people had aged into an old man and become harbinger himself, the Henantier was the one at his deathbed. With all companions assembled, he named Henantier as his successor, saying, "Even an elf can be born with the heart of a Nord sometimes." There were some number of companions who laid down their weapons that day, but those who remained knew the truth of honor, and it's their legacy we continue to bear. Also, there was a splinter group. You see, there were some number of companions who laid down their weapons that day, so they left the companions. Maki of the piercing eyes, a harbinger known for her great beauty, but any who underestimated her on account of it would never make the mistake again. She was said to have once stared down half an opposing army, then slaughtered the remainder single-handedly. Her disappearance in her 8th year as harbinger has never been explained, though many slanderous lies claim to make accountings for it. Kimil Longnose. After the dark periods of the Second Era, when a string of false and dishonorable harbingers laid claim to Jorvaskar, it was Kimil Longnose who gathered the true hearts of the companions in the wilds and stormed Jorvaskar itself, killing the usurpers and returning honor through blood. In the old ways, he began the tradition of trusted advisors called the Circle, after our great Lord Iskramo's council of captains, who would serve as examples to the younger companions. By ensuring that the notions of honor can have an unbroken string of tradition, he steadied the house of the course of the companions and restored our destinies to that of Isgramor's passing, pressing ever onwards to Sovngarde. Okay. That was a lot of Nord history in a Breton land.
Well made and carefully maintained.
There's some crafter dialogues, which are, we already know them. There's crafting dailies too, right? No, there's some other daily. I don't know what daily that is. Camlon refugees. Since werewolves have taken over Camlon, they have refugees here in Altcroft from Camlon, I see. So there's a daily quest here. I'm not sure what the daily quest is. Let's talk to the refugees.
It's not Camlorn, but it's not so bad here.
I have the strangest rash under my arm.
Dock worker.
Welcome to the docks. Feel free to hoist a crate and join the party.
Liane Lucef. Who are you?
I know that look in your eye. The hunger. You want something to chase, something that will put up a fight. It's all right. I feel it. There's no need to be coy, friend. You hunger.
Might be. This might be a werewolf quest.
I know that look in your eye. There are places in the deep wilds.
I see. Yes, it's a werewolf. It makes sense because, yeah, I see.
I prefer my meat prepared extremely rare.
My son left 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
Your son left 5 days ago?
I need to find out about it.
What are we going to do with all these refugees from Camlorn? And what about Hircine's curse? I heard that some of the refugees are actually werewolves.
Yeah, it could be. Old Dubuque.
Leave me be, pup. I have fish to catch.
I don't like the look of some of these refugees.
Don't mind my father. He's a bit of a grump. But he does make a tasty fish stew.
These refugees don't make our work any easier.
You've a hunger.
Keep those weapons sheathed.
But I know how to fill that void.
This is the dog overseer.
A new shipment of fleas has just arrived. Wonderful.
I just love looking at the moon.
Yeah, because you're a werewolf, I guess. Not okay. No point talking to these NPCs.
Watch yourself.
I'll go and talk to Harim.
Watch yourself. This place is thick with bloodthorn cultists.
Here to help rescue the Duke.
I could use a seasoned warrior. There's no point relying on the local watch. They're simply not up to the job. The Duke's in the lighthouse guarded by bloodthorns. I was waiting for reinforcements to arrive before making a move.
I'll rescue the Duke.
You're a bold one. Very well. When the reinforcements get here, we'll make sure none of the cultists slip away. And if your plan doesn't work, we'll drink a toast to your memory later in the tavern.
Why is the Lion Guard here?
We were sent to provide more security for the Duke and to keep something like this from happening. It's too bad we didn't arrive sooner. The local watch just wasn't prepared to deal with the bloodthorns.
I'll finish it here because no point. So thanks for joining in. See you in the next video. Cheers.